Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Vega Squadron's turn to pick.
Doom.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Dazzle.
Dire team pick.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We've got more Summit Fog action. We've returned from Singapore, well some of us, and we've got a new guest in the house, Fogged. How you doing, dude? Morning. This is 11. It gets earlier tomorrow. Tomorrow's when the 8 AM starts to come back, so... I'm still jet lagged, so this is like the middle/end of my day, so I feel wide awake, so... I'm feeling good, but guys, we've got Summit for Europe, we've got NiP taking on Vega Squadron. NiP lately have not been in the best of form. We're looking at some of their recent results, and it's been a bit shaky. Vega, though, pretty good all in all, it feels like.
Yeah,
Vega Squadron's turn
quite well.
to ban.
NiP having a little bit of trouble. Looks like I've had crushed a little. They're not normalized and they can come.
Okay, well, we're going to hop in the draft. Game 1 draft is underway. It is a best of 3, so these teams actually met yesterday, and it was a draw. So that's at least a bit of a positive for NiP, is that they took a game off Vega yesterday. And this time around, there will be a winner. We will know who's getting knocked out, who will move forward. 2 European spots available in the European division for the Summit 4, and these 2 teams in the lower bracket. So it's do or die for NiP as well as Vega. Coming out into the draft, first pick Doom, 6.85B or whatever we're on now, C, I don't know, but Doom's still a hero.
So, all across the board.
5 seconds remaining.
Wristband is probably the kind of different, but that's just because the two.
Reserve time.
Yep.
But yeah, Slaughter Dazzle.
And it was the Queen of Pain yesterday that no one played in the game they won against Vega, against NiP. So, no surprises there, and I mean, all in all, the little changes to Doom as well as Brood, probably not going to change things massively as far as the overall picks and that we're going to see, I feel like, in the current metagame.
Yeah.
When's the next big patch come, do you think? Is it like post-major maybe, or...?
I would think so, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, I agree. Even the patch after TI felt like a fairly small, it was like small little balance changes. It changed a few of the top picks. I mean, Doom came back, I guess, but it wasn't like a major rehaul, like as we've sometimes seen from these patches.
10 seconds remaining.
I haven't really been. I know North America like
No.
too bad, but also.
I haven't been following like the European tournaments so closely, but the European teams at Nanyang were not playing Night. We saw no Night Stalker at Nanyang in Singapore, so since getting back, I saw one game where it was played by LGD, and I think one game in Dream League where it was played, but it's not been a top pick anymore, it feels like. For a long while, it was like first 2 picks, must grab, you run it like in that either off lane or 4-position dual lane kind of thing, but...
Like Doom Night Stalker.
Do you think it's being underpicked then, or is it...
Vega Squadron's turn to pick.
Wrong. I really like in particular.
Dire team pick.
About to say because Night Stalker's kind of that frontliner. He gets you in positions to win driven and find his own, safe haven that he can get all of his spells off.
Okay.
Vega Squadron's turn.
And as far as Vega go, I'm almost definitely going to see the mid Queen of Pain, but do you know if they prefer the Doom off lane or safe lane? Will the Jug pick up? I guess it's going to be off lane now. Okay. So.
Yeah, top tier pick, no matter where.
Yeah. Well, very just flexible in general. So NiP, Slaughter with Wind Ranger. We saw this a lot out of Team Secret. In Singapore and just in general, these two heroes work very nicely together. You've got a guaranteed kind of blink stun set from a slider. Wind Ranger can set up a shackle and just good focus fire damage with an amp target.
Vega
So
Squadrons, turn to ban.
Or 15 bags.
yeah. Okay. So NiP last pick likely to be, well, I guess be the safe lane farmer or the off laner, depending how they want to run the slider.
It's also literally not having it so early. You have such a lineup having short lane safe. All running around. We've seen some people even run them on support. But yeah, they have it dying already.
I think traditionally the top picks, like the heroes you pick in the first or second slot, are always often heroes that can run multiple roles, be it support or core or off lane or safe lane, unless there's like one really OP hero, like you go back to like maybe your sniper or something, whatever it may be. Then it's like, well, you just first pick it because it's sniper.
Reserve time.
NiP now, last pick coming their way. We'll see what they have in mind. And
What are
hmm.
I guess that's a lot of people have been doing this. The Wraith King versus the Doom.
Yep.
It's pretty decent. I've seen people have some success.
As far as against Queen of Pain Wyvern, are you worried about the hero getting kited around, or?
They have pretty decent dying, dazzle, ridiculous. Same throat, but lots of luck.
Okay. Well, Vega now, last pick for them.
10 seconds
Most
remaining.
likely looking for a support. We don't normally see anything too crazy, like and unpredictable as far as their drafts go. So it's like I do apologize, guys. It seems there are just a couple audio things we're working out here. We'll get logged on a new mic, and hopefully that'll fix things up here. But last pick now coming for Vega, and unless they're going to be running either Doom as a 4-position jungler or like a support roaming juggernaut, this will be a support option for Vega here to kind of shore up their lanes. The Lich denied, so we won't be seeing any of that Lich Doom in the off lane. Maybe Winter Wyvern can kind of fill that roaming, kind of help mid out a bit, help the off lane, and then you look for a last pick support for the juggernaut.
So they're still missing solos.
Yeah.
Need some like Nina or Witch Doctor or someone arm.
Okay.
Solo's crazy. Watching that guy, it's like it's very entertaining. You're just like, oh, he's not gonna go for it. Going, he's in. Oh my god. Very entertaining.
Okay.
Do lack lockdown. They really only have bursts right now.
Not something you can really rely on. Like it's with the long cooldown, and also you just don't want to have to blow it on like a Wind Ranger who wants to like Wind Run TP out. It's like, oh, I guess I got to use a curse now.
What about that?
10
I don't think
seconds remaining.
Back there.
5 seconds remaining.
Even just like a standard Lion giving you some insta lockdown and also mana drain later on against Wraith King, but there's a solo here. Great with the jug, kind of similar concept to like the Rubik gyrocopter you see sometimes.
That one, you see him playing the Dazzle, or most of the Wyvern actually, solo plays the Dazzle.
Okay. Well, we'll see an error Wraith King, so it will be a safe lane Wraith King and Jonas on the off lane Slider. Is Slider here in the off lane you feel needs to be given a bit of extra like support? Like, do you want him in the dual lane, or would you rather just give him solo XP?
See like hands down there, or even Seal Kid. Maybe
Okay.
having a TP on the Dazzle just being.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm worried for this. One thing I'm concerned about is they don't really have too much lockdown for the prop early. They really need to like blink on the Slaughter relatively early. Otherwise, I think no.
Yep.
Depending on how the mid lane.
All right, we got some fun little bugs here. I can't actually click on my mini map. Do you know anything about that? Can you click on yours? Oh, jeez. Oh, do we have a? Can you swap over for a sec? That'd be awesome. Thanks, Rowan.
Structures are fortified.
All right, just give me the word and we'll restart. Okay.
Alright, we got
30 seconds to battle.
yourself 1 ops now instead of the 2. You can buy yourself a 75 volt TP, which is really beneficial. And then against Radiant as well, you know, it's just very hard to find this reward.
Okay. Well, here we go. Fight at level 1 here. They both want the top bounty room. Patrick comes in with the Blade Fury. They're going to go for the Wind Ranger, it looks like. With the Shadow Wave, the sustain is there a little bit for NiP, but blink forward. No one actually gets first blood. Queen of Pain securing the kill, but now Solo in some trouble. Winter's Curse, or the Arctic Burn not available, and it will be a 1-for-1 kill trade. Both bounty runes going the way of NiP. And a first blood to the Queen of Pain in the mid lane, so... Bit of a even trade, perhaps, or slightly Vega favored? How do you feel about that one?
Too
He
bad.
basically has a bounty rune. Just
Yeah. Limp didn't get a bounty rune himself, it went to Wraith King Slaughter. Okay. So aggro trailing from Vega, they want to contest this lane. Now Undying doing what he can to zone out, but you put an Undying Wraith King, 2 melee heroes, but maybe not the strongest of lanes for Vega, and Solo actually wastes the Arctic Burn, does not do any damage out of it. A long cooldown as well as a pretty hefty mana cost that he's kind of gone through now. So they do this, but it doesn't really feel like they're going to win their aggro trialing. Is this more just to try and secure Mag a better start then, since Doom's just, I mean, Doom is Doom?
Yeah, so we're in pretty damn weak. Early level.
Yeah.
But Juggernaut does kind of make. Now he has these boots level 1 on Jug too. I'm just committed to just, we gotta go for these kills.
He's getting completely zoned out of the lane. He only just now gets his first CS up here, and
Farm can get their levels, but
yeah, you say that now. Wraith King top CS, 9 CS, 4 denies. I mean, it's still early days, and once you get a few more levels, you get Splinter Blast in the lane, things get a bit stronger, but now Hanskin going for that top rune will be denied it by Sioma. The bounty rune, as the Invis rune does spawn at the bottom lane.
only good. Not already is very far. I think this is what we're.
Yep. Yeah, being forced to buy additional Tengo's salves in the mid this early on is pretty bad news. I'm probably telling his team like, man, this lane's getting crushed. If you guys can come get a kill, this game could just be won on the back of the mid lane, because Sioma's actually lingering around mid now. Some additional kill potential onto the Wind Ranger. Okay. As for the top lane, this does kind of free things up a little bit, not having the Dazzle up here, but Hanskin, when Undying, still very pesky to deal with. Already 2 decay stacks on Pasha, and he's right down to below 400 HP.
Not working out. Water is completely free farming when, on the other hand, could be getting. Rather than this two.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the Doom. The Doom has a better. Go to the jungle and actually get some.
Top lane, they've gone in. Hanskin turns it around. Decay and a Tombstone. Now he gets graved up as well. He's likely to live, and Hanskin will get himself back, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade as Wind Range actually dies mid. A solo kill coming out from no one. And yeah, it's a matter of time. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll see if that's going to help things out a little bit here. Pasha is still struggling to get any kind of farm up here, and Wraith King, with another kill to his name, is leading the CS chart still. But I mean, you look at the lanes, one lane being won by Vega, one by NiP, and the safe lane at least a bit of a wash. Both Doom and Slaughter getting farm out of this lane.
So detrimental.
Alright, well, we'll see. NiP look to bring their supports back to the top lane. Still seems they're just going to leave Limp him on his own in mid, which is a bit of a scary proposition when no one's approaching level 6 now.
Denied.
Yeah.
We should see.
He is 4 experience short of level 6, but no one. There we go. Bottle on the return, and 1 CS is all it's going to take to get him that level 6, and Limp could just instantly die to a Sonic Wave Scream combo.
Drop is null.
Yeah. Doesn't go for it right away. Up to 500 HP. No one holding on to the skill point for now. Now levels it up and making the play just yet. Now we go. Blink, Shadow Strike. Didn't go for the Sonic Wave. Wouldn't have been quite enough damage, it looks like. Still has bottle charges and a Tango at hand. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got to just straight up bottle crow, or he can't even really. Well, he'll heal himself fully up. He'll probably get harassed out of lane and then have to get a 6-minute rune to stay in this lane. Ooh, top. Yeah, Pasha, they go in. Blade Fury looking to just escape. They're trying to right-click down the Tombstone. The supports will bring it down. Meanwhile, Hanskin very low on the Undying. A second stun comes out from Era. No one rotates in. Sonic Wave goes down. Doesn't get the killer right away, but the Wraith King eventually dies, and he's looking to clean house here. His Seal Kid on the backline's dead to the Queen of Pain, and one left. It's Hanskin. He's got no real escape, and bottling up. No one has a scream. No, he doesn't. Actually, just going to be the Rubik getting the kill. 4 for nothing as Doom even gets a solo kill down at bottom. Just Doom things. Yeah, that's everyday Doom stuff, yep. And if you get the Doom, but when the sprint's offline, you don't have that movement speed to run away from the Orb of Venom Doom as well. That was a big win. Looked like mid lane win range and whoa, that was close. What? They both got each other down incredibly low, but that's probably more beneficial towards Vega, who are going to force Limp back to the fountain now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Probably calling for it. Like, yo, we're going to be aggressive. Be ready to TP. They see no. They get them low. Green comes out, and boom, right there. No one then gets a 3.
Yep. Well, from there, it's going to be Vega kind of controlling this early game. Queen of Pain already 3-0 and 2. Doom having a great start, doesn't even need the safe lane anymore, which means Pasha can kind of be given some farm down bottom. And it hasn't been a terrible start for Pasha by any means. He hasn't got the CS, but 102 has phase boots level 5, at least in good fighting shape.
Not sapping full.
No. Doom now just going to occupy the jungle, so they're giving the free farm to the Wraith King, but it's still, I mean, it's a Wraith King. You're not too worried. It's not like it's an anti-mage or a Spectre type hero. Well, Jonas also not doing so hot. He's going to get doomed up again. Blade Fury will help bring him down, and Mag gets his second kill of the game. And you were talking about Limp. It looks like it gets brought very low, but Sonic Wave still being on cooldown means he won't actually go down here.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Jeez, that's very worrying. This is about as bad a start as you can get for an IP, and when you look at the one here getting farm Wraith King, unless you go for like a fast Blink Dagger or something, it's not like you can change the tempo of the game. They either need him to pick up some item or like a Slaughter Blink Dagger before they can really start taking fights here. Or at least going around looking for smoke ganks. There's no item timing coming that soon that's going to help him out. It comes towards the top lane solo, surrounded by 4 heroes. May just go down after this Cold Embrace. Will do as much damage as he can, and not really the biggest pickup considering NiP rotated in 4 heroes, although they'll be happy with the tier 1 tower flame if they can get this. Yeah. Buy some more time for just farm at bottom lane as well as mid lane. You've got Mag in the jungle now, level 8. Phase boots and even a 5th hero rotating up top. Jonas realizes they won't need him up there and will swing back towards the mid lane.
I don't see him going for Midas.
It feels like it's too late. Blink or the Blade Mail, I guess, is the 2 main options I'd consider.
Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
Blade Mail.
Yeah.
The build now. Since last year's build, right? The Blink, Blade Mail, Radiance, it seems like.
Yeah. Yes. I think you got the Radiance before the Blink Dagger, though, if I recall correctly. Yeah, but definitely, like, the Blink Radiance in general seems to work really well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Blade Mail just gives you, like, you benefit so much from all the stats, the damage, the mana, the armor.
It's always been such a good item, just stats.
Yeah.
Now last, you know, 1
No.
seconds. Over.
People kind of stopped buying it because it felt like people got used to versing the item, so they stopped attacking heroes or using nukes on heroes when they have Blade Mail, but I mean, even if you're not getting that much out of the actual Blade Mail damage, it's still just, yeah, like you say, great for all that. seen this one before. I think they just realized NiP is so reliant on this Slider Blink Dagger that they're going to just keep on ganking Jonas. There we go, the lift. Not even, yeah, not even needing the Doom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They hold the Omni Slash and the Doom, so should be a tier 1 bottom tower now as well. Oh god, that's going to be... A lot of the damage is physical. Slider, Dazzle, Wind Ranger, Wraith King. Okay.
Peace out.
Well, this is... I mean, you talk about solo will just sometimes go off on his own, playing a bit greedy, but... Realistically, if NiP are focusing their efforts on him, it's the rest of the more important core heroes getting more out of the map. Yeah, space, exactly.
5 roll where he actually has every single death.
0-5. Well, I mean, that's... And support play is so hard to measure. Like if you look at stats, there is no real measure of what's a good support player. Because you can be 0 and 5. Like, I mean, Pilot has another great example. Like, you look at some of those bounty hunter games he played in the grand finals, and his stat line was awful. There was one game where he was like 0 and 5, 10 to 15 minutes in the game, but he was getting so much done and was probably like almost the MVP of that game. So, yeah.
It's really not hard. He doesn't even have the tread. He actually opted to go for the treads, it looks like, instead of the tranquils.
No. It doesn't really feel like anyone on NiP is getting much farm outside of Era. I mean, how does NiP's lineup look as like a comeback kind of lineup? Can they just... Are they going to hit any kind of level timings which allow them to fight even without having the same farm that Vega do?
They can fight with a good one. I predicted I don't really like losing an early game when you're dying. And I think it's Logan entirely his strongest point.
Yep.
But they have some pretty good team fight. They, you know, with the weave and the
Well, say goodbye to your Blink Dagger, Jonas. Oh dear. Blade Fury with a Doom. There's a lot of TPs. He actually may survive this one. Max throws one less level death sense. Limp coming in from the side with a Focus Fire, double damage. Omni Slash available, and he's going to chop him to pieces. Sonic Wave there as well. Looks like Slider will live for now. There could be another Blink Scream if he's not careful. Dazzle instead. The new target. Tombstone gets used, but that's just going to be easy pickings. Bad news. And he gets the better Tombstone onto the high ground cliff. NiP getting pummeled down. Era, he's got Reincarnation, but that's going to be a 260-second cooldown being wasted, it feels like, unless he can get the kill on no one. The hold embrace! Oh, denied. And not only are they going to get the kill on Era, Jonas needs to be careful because he's still nearby as well. Looks like it's going to just be 4 kills and a Reincarnation. I mean, getting that level 1 Reincarnation down is like taking an Aegis away. It almost counts as like an extra kill in a team fight this early on. Ooh. Yeah. Pop ult hit, what, just the Wraith King or something? Like sitting behind and like a full HP Wraith King? It was very much not the best Quap ultimate from no one, but I think... Yeah. In Vega's 5-man is just strong. And I mean, we talked about NiP's comeback, but it almost feels like they're too physical damage focused, and Vega, with Vlad's already picked up and their itemization, are going to be able to fight just fine. Cold Embrace also working wonders as we saw that fight.
Magic essence, they have no magic.
Yeah. Just, what, Power Shot, and, I mean, K is, like, okay, like, decent in the laning stage, but... Yep. It was, yeah, third picked after the Quap and the Doom. Yeah. I mean, it felt like the Wind Ranger pick was fine, because at least you've got Power Shot and it works well with Slider, but the Wraith King, like, adding more physical damage against the Wyvern, Doom and all that. Yeah. So Roche will be claimed now, Vega. From there, probably just to start taking towers and objectives. It's going to be a Queen of Pain Aegis, and no one's Orchid just about complete as well.
They just need to. Gigantic dive.
Yes.
Dire's middle tower.
Looks like Vega's
is
just gonna
under
take.
attack.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they haven't actually taken any towers yet. They've accumulated this like 8,000 gold lead without taking more than a single tower, which NiP's done just the same. But yeah, the time is now to start grouping up a little bit. Doom also picks up a blink, so you throw in some solo kill potential. They can push as 4 and Doom, because often if you push as like 4 or 5, NiP are going to push the side lanes, and that's where Doom just being off on his own looking for some of those solo pickoffs could be a big threat to NiP.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah.
That.
And it's great when you're versing a team who's going to try split push and avoid your 5-man to have that hero who can solo kill people, like split push. In the case of a Doom, and Queen of Pain with an Orchid, similar story where you can solo kill a lot of the heroes on the map. Take 2 towers, they TP back and arm up a little bit before heading to another lane to push, I imagine. Also may find some pickoffs here. The Scream and Jonas going to miss the crash. Slaughter. That's.
But either way, kill's a kill. You know, Slaughter is absolutely nowhere near his blink dagger. We can just go.
Yep.
Probably both. And they can get a nice basic ward in the jungle and Era kind of finding a place to farm.
And they're completely starving out in NiP. There's not even. I mean, Era at this point is not even that close to like another new item. Probably wouldn't even be able to make the jump to a Radiance this game. May just need to pick up the kind of blink dagger we mentioned as like a I've got to fight now or we lose the game kind of pick up. Yeah. Good.
They have mana boots up on Rubik, and then they have good old healing ward.
Healing ward, Vlad's aura, the sustain is ridiculous. They've got earn charges as well if they need.
Dire's top tower has
Yeah.
fallen.
They may as well at least force the rotations back, because right now NiP trying to maximize their farming efficiency, farming bottom, mid, and ancient, so forcing them to group up as 5 to defend the high ground at least prevents them from farming. Yeah, well, at least until the healing ward expires or gets taken out, I mean, this is working just fine for Vega.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, they force 5 heroes back to defend now, so that's at least objective. Does it even matter though? It's a lot of minus armor, but yeah, let's see. I saw minus 20 on the Doom. I was like, wait, how did that happen? And yeah, weave as well as the amp, and I think that's why they backed off. They had weave and amp on them. Now they get the tower and the shack onto no one. He's the one with the Aegis, and he'll embrace all. He'll back up. So, yeah, this. They just don't have any way to engage. 18 minutes in, you'd expect like a blink dagger either on Wraith King or Slaughter, and the only way it feels like they could startify is Era running in and throwing a stun, or Limp hitting a shackle. Well, there's the shackle. Cold Embraces, and there's actually Winter's Curse onto Era. The Sonic Wave slightly off the mark there. Doesn't catch everyone that he was hoping for. Now the Omni Slash comes out. Jonas and Era both getting low. That's going to be a reincarnation if they get Era. And for now, just the 1 kill onto the Slaughter. They do pop the reincarnation. Mag now in a bit of trouble, healing himself back up. Gets Cold Embraced, and be okay for now. Orchid will stop the stun. Yeah, this is. Look at these HP bars at the top left. Not a. No damage taken, even destroys the stun. They'll turn and fight. They say, wait a second, we may not have Doom or Crop Ultimate, but we're healthy, they're not, and we've got the items. Limp even hits another 2-hero shackle, but at this point it's really to no avail. Blink forward, and no one feeling very confident. The stolen shackle, Sioma rubbing salt in the wound right now, and Mag actually, kept alive. Power Shot brings him down. A kill going NiP's way. Their first in a long, long time, and they'll get a second too. Solo, doing solo things. Hey, someone else has died now. Yep. No longer the lone feeder. Oh yeah.
They have to do massive dives, probably 3 or 4 times.
Vega just not a team who normally does those kind of things. Yeah. I mean, if this was like 2014 Illidan, maybe you'd say, oh, you know, there's still a chance, but there's. Well, NiP, maybe it's starting to think about game number 2 at this point.
It really didn't work out. Not getting the bounty rune, getting that level 2. really just
Yeah. I feel like a lot of teams there would have just dual lane mid rather than trying to contest the top lane. They did win the top lane, NiP in the early game, but it didn't really amount to much. Yeah. Yep.
And they don't really have dying people to be aggressive.
And even some like the individual outplays from Quap in mid, and similarly the Doom in bottom lane. Like this is, I feel like partially the draft, but also just individual outplays and the execution issues that NiP ran into.
This is smart too. Like you look at the line of Vega. Okay, they're definitely gonna go. Vega would be. You don't think Vega's really gonna contest, but they just like, oh, we're gonna get boots, Juggernaut, we're running at you. We're gonna kill them.
What are the like when you like as a you still play competitively? Like, how do you decide which rune to go for? Is it like if you've got the stronger lineup, you go for bottom or top? What's kind of the thought process there? Okay.
Unless big one, level 1,
Yeah.
dying.
So what do you mean you say your own rune? You mean like the top rune is the
You're safe.
okay. Here we go, NiP making one last ride. There's already a BKB up in Quap, and Jonas, before he gets the crush up, will get doomed up. Sonic Wave goes through, catches everyone, and this is looking all over in this fight for NiP. They've lost 2 already. A third limp in the back lines gets, well, it's starting to help him out a little bit there, but Era has not even got reincarnation back up. 4 dead, make it 5. Yep, team wiped, beyond godlike. GG is called. 21 minutes, all it took. And NiP will get destroyed. Yeah. So earlier it was what, Dream League where they got 2-0'd? That's sometimes hard. You play all these tournaments and if you have like, you start the day badly in one, suddenly it carries over to another, and I mean it looked like, yesterday it looked like this was going to be a good series. Like when I watched these two teams play head to head, NiP won game 1 convincingly, game 2 was really good with the AoE global combo, and this game though, yikes.